How's it, guys? Yeah, so welcome back. Today I'll be going over pretty much the most important levels for Bitcoin, ETH, and a couple of other coins. I do want to find some potential setups that are obviously in the market. So yeah, if you do enjoy, make sure you do like the button. And yeah, so looking at Bitcoin right now, you can see our price is still within this range. Okay, so you can see our price is still respecting these highs. And as long as price respects these highs, we should still carry on consolidating. What I'm looking at is a potential sell below this level here. Okay, so you can see at the moment when you're looking at Bitcoin, right? We just make this darker. This is our current support. Okay, this 29,600, 700. Okay, so once price actually loses this level, then we're most probably going to see price come down to lower levels. Okay, if you have a look at the 4-hour chart, the next level really for Bitcoin is this zone over here at 28,600. Okay, so obviously I'm more on the bearish side, but as long as we hold this level of support, we should be fine. Okay, so in order for me to take some long positions today, I would need to see a break of this previous high here. So, like I was saying, we need to see a break of this high, and then that's when I would probably take some bars. Yeah. Okay. So I'd have bars above this level, but at the moment, I'm not really seeing much. Okay. So have bars above here and look to target these highs. Okay. That's something that I'm looking at. Obviously, right now, the market isn't looking too great. It's obviously looking quite bearish, but as long as we stay above this 29,700 level, it should be fine. Yeah. So yeah, if you have a look at the 15 minutes here, it's the same thing. It just created a new low though on the 15. Yeah, so I would only really be looking for bars once we actually start taking out the previous highs at 29,800. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. I mean, if you look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour chart, it's just been making these lower highs the whole time. Okay, as long as it keeps these lows though, it should be fine. But this type of structure is typically quite bearish. So that's currently why I'm more on the bearish side. But once we start breaking above those highs on the 1 hour chart here, should be fine to look for longs. Okay. Ethereum, same thing really. So this 1866 level is the current support. You can see over here our price has been respecting this level multiple times. For me to take some positions here, we do need to wait for some type of structure break here. Okay. So this is our support here. So once we start breaking above this level here, we could probably look for bars here at 1883. Okay. Yeah, so we'd have to wait for price to break above this level. But quickly, before we get into it, I do want to quickly go over something that's happening with Dogecoin. Yeah. So yeah, this is Dogecoin. It went up around about 6% within like 15 to 30, 15 minutes. The reason was because of obviously we all know. Just grab it for you. Here we go. Yeah. So Elon Musk actually changed the logo to over here, so you can see that it's the Dogecoin logo. So whenever Elon Musk tweets about something, especially with Dogecoin, we saw a massive spike. So that was the reason why we actually saw a massive spike in Dogecoin. So for me to take a trade for Doge, based on that, obviously it's temporarily bullish, but there might be a bigger retracement. So at the moment, what I'll do is I'll wait for this to happen here. Yeah. We'll wait for the 30 minutes to close, yeah. To close, yeah. So what I mean by that, so let me just move this across. I'll wait for this 30 minutes to close, and obviously if it closes bullish above this level, that probably means we might be able to see this again, okay? potential highs, which is only around about, if we take it along from here to here, around about a 3% move, 2.25% move, which is obviously not bad if using 20x, okay? So it's around about 45%. So that's something I'll be looking at for Dogecoin. But yeah, at the moment, I want to see how it respects this level here. So we have to be patient there for Doge. If we go over some other couple coins here, let's have a look at Chainlink, for example. Yeah, so Chainlink, this was the spot position I actually took for Chainlink, but that's irrelevant right now. So we have these highs over here, okay? Yeah, I'll be looking at a long here at 7.241 for Chainlink, okay? If we have a look here to the left, yeah, that's pretty much the area I'll be looking at, okay? So I'll wait for price to come back down to the zone. I wouldn't do anything really now. I'd wait for some type of structure to get broken here. Let's see, 15 minute, obviously bearish. We had that breakout yesterday. I took a long back up to this high yesterday, and then we actually broke these lows over here, broke this low here. Yeah, so okay, this is something I'll be looking at. You can see that price, this was our support, support over there. Obviously right now it looks like we're coming down. So if this doesn't happen, so I'm looking for this, right? Potentially a sell position back up at these highs, okay? So this is something I'll be taking if we get it. If not, then yeah, I won't take it. But yeah, because at the moment I'm expecting a pump for Bitcoin before a dump, okay? Yeah, so let's see how this plays out there. But if Bitcoin loses its level, then we can take some sells as well. So it's either we're looking at sells or looking at buys because of the where Bitcoin's at currently. Okay, so Bitcoin's currently at the support. So we need to wait and see if we actually break that level or not. If we break it, then we can look for sells. If we don't, we're just gonna bounce. Okay. So it's either one of the two. Okay. So it's important just to be patient here, because the thing is you can't really do anything at the moment. Obviously, it's losing momentum here. I do want to point out though for Ethereum that there's no top wick. Okay. So I've spoken about this in my last videos. When there is no top wick like this, what we see most of the time, right? We normally see this happen. Price comes up, takes out that liquidity, tests these highs, and then back down. Okay. So that could definitely happen for Ethereum. So we could look at potential buys to that high, but I would need to wait to see how's 15-minute candle closes. Okay, so that's something I'm looking at. For instance, it is something I am looking at. So we just need to wait and be patient here. Let's have a look at Solana. So Solana is very interesting. So yeah. So actually, on my last live stream, we took some longs, okay? And I think I got stopped out at break even because I was waiting for this closure above here. We didn't actually get that. And then you can see we came down, formed this high, and now it's coming down, okay? So if you have a look at the higher time frames, yeah, once we start losing this 23.79, it's gonna come back down to 22.25, okay? So obviously right now it doesn't look too good here for Solana. But once we start breaking above here, this level 24.86, then we could probably take some potential longs back up to the highs. I do want to quickly go over, we do have some news this week. It's quite big. We do have some news within this week. So today we have some flash manufacturing PMI, flash services. Tomorrow we have consumer confidence, so that's also quite big. Wednesday we have FOMC statement, so that's always a big one. And then Thursday we have advanced GDP. So this week's massive in terms of also PCE price index. So every single day there's a bit of news, which is obviously gonna drive the market. Okay, so like I said, we need to be patient here. So if you guys did just join, what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at for a potential bounce for Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm waiting for this to happen, right? If we start bouncing, then I'm looking for this long position here. Okay, bars above this position, back up to 30,000. And then stop loss would have to be below wherever this wick is. Okay, so yeah, I'll be waiting for that. I would expect to bounce here. If it doesn't bounce from here, then we most probably just not look for some sells. Okay, so it's one of the two. What I'll probably expect to happen is price to come down, create a new low, and then start to pump a bit higher. That's potential that can definitely happen here for Bitcoin. So I do want to see if we can maybe catch a position here. And if you guys do have a chart that you want me to go over, put it in the chat. Because on my chart, I'm just not seeing much, but maybe there is a chart that you guys trade that maybe I haven't gone over yet. Okay, so I will go over a few more just to see if there is something. Matic, let's see what's happening here. Yeah, Matic looks bearish as well. So these are the key levels, right, for Matic. So as long as price stays above these levels, it should be fine. But it looks bearish to me. Like price is coming down here. Create this bottom wick. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, there's nothing bullish about this, right? So we had this high being created. This obviously was our low. This was our lower high. And now we are starting to form maybe a new low back down to this level. Okay. So if you're looking at like this on the 1 hour time frame, obviously it's not looking good for Matic here. Okay. So obviously we need to wait for price to break these lows. Once we see some type of structure, let's have a look on the 30 minutes. Yeah, it looks bearish, really bearish here. So obviously for me to take some positions, I need to wait for some type of confirmation here. So we came back up, retested this. This would have been a beautiful sell back down to this level. So if it comes back up to this zone, I will be looking at a potential sell back down to these lows. That would be a possibility, but at the moment, I can't take positions here. Not when it's down like this. So maybe we should look for some other coins that have not yet moved. Okay. So Dogecoin, we're waiting for this, right? 30-minute did close bullish. Did close bullish here. Okay. So that's interesting. That's what we were waiting for Dogecoin. It did close bullish, and the 15-minute did actually close respecting this level. Okay. So let's see how this is going to play out here. Let's see what our stop loss would be here if we had to take this position. 1% take profit would be, it should be 1:2. Yeah, 1:1.7. Okay. So if this, let's move this to the side. I'll be looking for a bar stop here. Okay. So basically, when price takes out this wick, I'll be in position, but it's only if we break that wick there. But it looks like price is coming down here, so we just need to be careful. I'm not going to jump into that right now. I'm going to wait for the 5 minutes to break those highs. Once the 5 minute breaks those highs, then I'll take that trade. Okay. But until then, I'm not going to be taking that setup. Okay. But it is something I'm looking at, waiting for price to take out those highs. Okay. your stop loss would have to now be below this wick here. So your RR is only 1 to 1.2, which is not that great. But we'll see how it plays out to manage the risk. Like I said, for Bitcoin, this is what we wanted. We want to see some type of liquidity to be grabbed, and then maybe see potential run up here. So what I would like to see is this 15 minutes to actually close bullish, which would obviously give us an indication of maybe a double bottom to take some longs back up to 29,800. Okay, so at the moment, oops. Let me just move that. Yeah, at the moment, like I said, we just need to be patient here, because the market is looking bearish, right? Like I've said multiple times. Okay, so when the market is looking bearish, we obviously want to play to that, but most of the coins are at support. Okay, so which means that there may be a potential bounce. So that's the main thing that I'm looking at. Okay, I'm looking at a potential bounce before we see these lows get broken. So let's draw this in. This is the last level of support that Bitcoin needs to obviously take out. Let's make this a bit more cleaner. Okay, so this is something that we need to watch out here for. Okay, same with Ethereum. Once we start losing this level, then we can probably take some sells. Yeah, same with Chainlink. I mean, if Chainlink, yeah, Chainlink can drop quite a lot here, right? So this is something that I'll be waiting for. Yeah, around about a 6% drop for Link. And your stop loss is only 1%. Yeah, so you can gain 60% or lose 10%. So what am I doing? I'm waiting for the 15 minute. So that's what we have to wait for here. We need to see a 15-minute candle closure below this level, and then I'll take some sells, because I think this may rip quite a hard. It's around about a 6% drop. Okay, so if that had to happen, then it would be a good trade. But yeah, let's see. I would expect to bounce just because of Bitcoin. We had this little double bottom here. We do need to see that candle close below. Oh, Bitcoin's starting to rip now. Oh my God. Yeah, there it is. Sorry, I did lag there. Looks like the market is tanking. Yeah. My Wi-Fi literally cut off at the wrong time there. Yeah, it looks like we're about to drip. Okay. Yeah, so that would have been the trade I was looking at. We have a look at Bitcoin here. That is what we got, right? Broke those lows. And it looks like we're about to drop. Yeah, so that was the setup pretty much. And then obviously we are starting to come down here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So now what the next move is to do? Yeah, this is crazy. Okay. Yeah. If we have a look here on the 4-hour chart, let's see. Okay, the next level is this 28,650. So because we missed that whole move there, it doesn't mean that we need to miss. I see Dogecoin is coming down nicely. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We could have anticipated that, to be honest. But I mean, the thing is with my strategy, it's important to wait for those closures. And obviously if the Wi-Fi like ever works. So yeah, so let's just wait for this to update. Yeah, so I mean, let's have a look at Ethereum quickly. I want to see where the next level is for us. Okay, yeah. So Ethereum, this is what I was waiting for, right? Potential, potential long here. So this is quite interesting. Yeah, I'm expecting a bounce from this level. I'm expecting a bounce from this level for ETH, but obviously we need to wait for this 1 hour closure, because essentially if the 1 hour candle closes below this level, then it's probably going to drop down way more. Yeah. So we have to wait for that. It's important to wait for this. But if you are part of the Telegram group, make sure you guys. I will be dropping some setups now, because it does look like we are coming down here. So this is, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity here in the market to actually get into. Ooh, Litecoin drops so much. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of opportunity in the market right now, just because of this drop here and XRP as well. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, there we go. So yeah, for XRP, this is quite interesting. We're at support now. Potential long here. I mean, I was looking at potential limit at this level, because once XRP loses this level, I mean, it's literally gonna drop around about like 60%. Sorry, yeah, like 30%, which is crazy. So yeah, we what we're gonna do now, we're gonna have to wait for the reset. Yeah. So because the market dumped so heavily, and there's so much volume. If you have a look behind me, you can see that it is a display of the Bitcoin chart here, and obviously the market is dropping. So yeah, I mean, I wish we took some sells there, but there was no confirmation that the market was going to sell off like that at the current time. So obviously I can't really do much. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this stream, obviously we're not going to take positions now. I will post it in the Telegram group what I'm looking at, but currently there's nothing really to do here. So um, yeah, I mean it's bearish, so then we have to look for sells. And obviously right now I will be looking for some spot positions, because obviously the more we come down here, the bigger opportunities start to arise. Yeah. So also for Solana, yeah, same thing. We're looking for those sells below. That's interesting. If we just had a sell stop over here, we would have been up around about, yeah, 50%. That's crazy. Okay. But I mean, you can say that all you want, but the odds of it, you actually taking the setup. I mean, we wait for candle closes and we didn't get that. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone being here today. I will be posting all my setups in the Telegram live. Obviously, we can't really do much here. This is just gonna be a shakeout. We need to wait for the market to actually reset. But yeah, thanks again for being here, guys.